Our first offering for the 2012 Barbra Streisand Political IQ Award for Celebrity Vapidity comes from the actor Morgan Freeman. Now look, Morgan Freeman's a great actor. He seems like a really nice guy in the movies. He's had some fantastic roles. And even though he always seems to play the exact same guy in movies, the problem is that when he's not in the movies, he's not that guy. And I just wish he could be sort of, that guy when they turn the cameras off. What it is about so many of these actors who believe that because they memorize and deliver lines well, that they're now geopolitical experts too. On September 23 of last year, our friend Piers Morgan of the Canned Nonsense Network was interviewing Mr. Freeman, asked him about the old standby, GOP racism, when Freeman suddenly became an expert on the Tea Party. And I'll put money on it, he's never even been within 100 miles of a Tea Party rally.
Has Obama helped the process of eradicating racism, or has it in a strange way made it worse?
Made it worse. Made it worse. Look. The Tea Partiers who are controlling the Republican Party, their stated policy, publicly stated, is to do whatever it takes to see to it that Obama only serves one term. What is that? What underlines that? Screw the country. We're going to do whatever we do to get this black man. We're going to do whatever we can to get this black man out of here.
But is that necessarily a racist thing?
It is a racist thing.
That was Gordon from Sesame Street. By the way, speaking of celebrities turning sour, what the hell happened to David Letterman? I remember, she knows. I remember the days when he was actually like really, really, really funny. Now he's like one of those guys who even though there are like a dozen empty urinals, still like walks up right next to you in the bathroom and just starts telling you all their opinions, and they're kind of creepy and disturbing. Ladies, take my word for it. Okay. But seriously, he's kind of turned into like the verbal equivalent of someone who sends you email in all caps. Because if it's in all caps, it's got to be true, On May 15th, he was interviewing NBC News anchor Brian Williams. Note how visibly uncomfortable even Williams becomes as Letterman raises the antennae of his invisible helmet and begins communicating with Mars.
Day after the 9/11 attacks, the #1 priority in America, if not the world, was we got to get bin Laden. We got to get bin Laden.
Yeah.
So 8 years go by, we still haven't got bin Laden. George W. Bush at one point said, well, he doesn't really think too much about bin Laden. In the interim, we invaded Afghanistan, then we invaded Iraq because Cheney wanted to help out his buddies at Brown and Root and Halliburton and grab up all the oil.
Yeah.
I think that they went soft on the project because they were worried about upsetting their Saudi Arabian royalty buddies.
Easy there.
So now Osama bin Laden finally is gunned down by Barack Obama, displaying great courage and great intelligence. What more do you want to lead your country than that kind of courage and that kind of intelligence?
Our final offering tonight comes from Hugo Chavez's favorite sycophant, or I like to call him Hugo Chavez's favorite piss boy. If you're Sean Penn, if you're Sean Penn and you have something really, really asinine you want to get out there, where do you go? That's right, Piers Morgan. On October 14th, Mr. Penn delivered one of the most asinine comments ever on national television. Can we call CNN national television anymore? And even worse, he insisted that we know that this was his. He insisted that we know this is his original thought. He came up with it.
You have what I call the get the N-word out of the White House party, the Tea Party. At the end of the day, there's a big bubble coming out of their head saying, can we just lynch him?
He's so charming. So how do you decide a winner here? The winner of the 2012 Barbra Streisand Political IQ Award for Political Vapidity goes to Baby Hugo, Sean Penn.
You have what I call the get the N-word out of the White House party, the Tea Party. At the end of the day, there's a big bubble coming out of their head saying, you know, can we just lynch him?